Getting fully booked is one thing, but staying booked is a completely different skill. I'm assuming if you're an esthetician and you opened up your own business, you're not in this for a quick buck. You want a long-term sustainable business that is going to support you and your family. And I genuinely want the same thing for you too. And that's why I keep showing up for you here every single week, sharing my tips and tricks as a solo esthetician of 5+ years now. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you how to stay booked in 2026 as a solo esthetician and what me and my employee did exactly that I feel helped to build and maintain our clientele last year. Of course, if that interests you, like this video, hit the subscribe button, grab your pen and paper, and let's get into it. You guys asked, so here I am delivering. Last year, I created a similar video about how to get fully booked in 2025. I did go and rewatch that today, took my notes as if I was listening to it for the first time, and I do believe that it's still very valuable and relevant to the tips that I would share to someone today. So be sure to watch that video, and I made sure in today's video that I will be giving you fresh new tips in this video and what I believe specifically helped me and my employee last year to come into this year hot and heavy. And I looked at our analytics, and I'm happy to say that our revenue stayed at over 200,000 like last year. Kristen specifically, her bookings were increased by 12%. Now that doesn't seem like a huge percentage, but I promise you any percentage better is an improvement. And number one is to embody the skin professional. That is exactly why I wore this sweatshirt, because I do feel like showing up as an esthetician in every aspect of your life is so key. Obviously, one way to do it is with merchandise. I've been able to work closely with Brittany. She goes by Queen Bee Skin. She is an esthetician in the Inland Empire in Southern California. We finally got to connect this year, and she has a clothing brand called Show Some Skin Apparel. And we are finally teaming up and launching this exact sweatshirt coming to you January 16th at 9 a.m. The link will be down below for you in this description box. It will only be available for a very limited amount of time, I believe until January 25th. This was something that I had created with her for my training, which I'll get into later on in the video. You should see the back too, because it has some really cute little sayings on there. It says, love your skin, radiance, real and raw. It just embodies what I feel like I've represented as an esthetician and here for you on this channel. And then saying skin professional, like it is immediately going to tell anybody looking straight on that you are in the beauty space. Can't tell you how many times I have walked around in my uniform or in my apparel this past year and have gotten asked questions or stopped. Like I literally had one of Devin's teachers ask me, are you a model? Like you just always look like you're ready to go and do a photo shoot. Your skin looks good, your hair looks good. Like there's just something about being put together. And I know that this is defined differently for everybody, and I'm not docking anybody who wants to have a casual day or go out in Uggs and Crocs and hair in a bun. I definitely have days like that, but I would say for a majority of the week, I am putting effort into my morning routine and looking presentable. The more that you do this, people are just going to take you more seriously. And I think, especially because you're a solo esthetician, you might not be taken as seriously in the beginning. And for those of you who had watched me from the beginning, I treated this as a business from the jump. Even before I opened up the practice, I treated my freelancing as a business. I branded it. I had a website. And I've gone through a lot of these things with you guys before, and this is something that I'm going to dive deeper into in my Going Solo series that is launching March 18th for y'all. It is going to help set you up before you open your doors and have clients coming in your very first day of business. Presence just builds trust with those watching you, and you'll have a lot of people watching you and you don't think that you do, but you do. Last year we attended a handful of trade shows, continuing education classes, and we were posting about it. I'm sure y'all were sick of seeing it because we just wanted to show our clients like we are learning, we are growing, we're invested in this. Relaunching and doing the Master Your Solo Practice series, and also putting Kristen, I'm gonna highlight Kristen, my employee, a lot in this video because I do feel like she really, for me, has been the focus of who I've been trying to build and grow her clientele specifically. And for me to be able to see her build something sustainable it speaks a lot. Like, it's one thing to do it for yourself, but then to be able to have proof that you've helped someone else do it is awesome. I remember when I asked her initially if she wanted to teach and all of that, she was like, yeah, maybe. And then this year I felt like she was just like with it a lot more. She dove in head first with teaching the Brazilian masterclass. She was assisting me with my class. We also did our photo shoot together. And I think her showing up as an expert and diving a bit more into education, it really has just created this sense of trust and interest in having her as people's esthetician. And I do believe that that's the reason why she's been getting a lot more bookings. People booking multiple services with her. They just trust her. They feel comfortable with her. Love her to death. She's always been a sweetheart, but she was not as confident when she first came in here. And so to see her confidence grow over the last 4 years now that she's been working with me has been so beautiful to see. Next thing I wanted to highlight was systems over memory. I did recently share with you that I launched my CEO checklist and calendar ebook that is available for you in the description box. It is a somewhat preview to the Going Solo series. It's just a reminder to stop holding everything in your head. You are running a full-blown business. And as you get more busy, as I've seen, as you get an employee, as you gain more clients, as life happens. Remember, we're juggling business and life at the same time, okay? We are grown adults, and there is a lot that comes with being an adult, especially in 2026. The fact that you're juggling not only your own stuff, but probably your children's stuff, your partner's stuff, there's a lot of things that can slip through the cracks. It is impossible to keep track of every little thing in your own head. And so last year I told myself, okay, I got to do better. I need to create a solution. And so I created this checklist that breaks things down daily to weekly to monthly, quarterly, and annually. And of course, as this year goes on, I'm definitely going to be modifying it. If I need to update it, I'll be sure to let y'all know. But I put a lot of time and energy into this, and I do feel very proud about this resource, and I believe that it's going to help a lot of you to feel more confident in that you are doing the things that are essential to keep your business going, because it gives you clear tasks, clear things to follow through. And what I've shared before is like my bare minimums that I accomplish. No matter what life throws at me, I'm going to have something to reference to, because when you get into a headspace where your head is a little frantic or cloudy, you need something to kind of recenter you and put you back in your place as a business owner. And I do believe that when you have a groundedness and confidence, it makes clients draw toward you, makes them want to stick around. We'll jump into the next one right here. It's the client experience and retention. I do believe I tried to share a bit more about testimonies and results this year. And I have my separate Kristen Marie Skin page that I've been posting those more so on. And what we've also been doing a lot of is those seasonal specials. So about every quarter, we have a seasonal facial that is specific to what I feel people's skin here in the Bay Area needs during that month or 2 months, and I only offer it for a certain period of time. Leading up to that special, I'm sending out at least one email and text communication regarding that special. I have a marketing gal who was helping me this past year. She has started to pursue other ventures, so now a bit more of the responsibility has been put on my plate. So I'm in the process of learning that myself instead of relying on someone else. We use Flowdesk and Slick Text. Those are linked down below for you guys to utilize. A code or a link, whichever one it is, it's down below in the description box. It definitely works. It keeps people coming back. Another thing that we added was a pop-up to, I don't know the terms for it, but we added a pop-up feature to my website, which, by the way, if you've been following me, you've seen that I did a whole rebrand, new website, new everything, which I do feel like added into the burst of clients we received this year and eyes on us, because I created a branding that I felt very good about and excited to show off. Anyway, so we updated our website, and we do have a blurb that pops up about 10 seconds into somebody viewing the website, and it has a unique code for them to use to receive a free enhancement with their first service. So instead of giving a 5% discount or a 10% discount, we are adding something of value that is free to the service. So for them to just get a free upgrade, that is going to improve the service every single time. And I told you last year, our number one service that people book is our signature facial, and offer them a signature facial with an enhancement already, they're even more likely to come back. So people have been using that code for a free enhancement. So I definitely recommend that you implement something like that into your site if it has the capability of doing that. Thankfully, because I hired the marketing team that I did, I was able to do that, because I don't know how to do that. Talk to your marketing person or research it. Also, do it in exchange for their information, because email lists are very key. As you guys know, I have an email list for my esthetician community. Add yourself if you haven't already, and I also have one for clients. Contact information is gold these days. So something else we did this past year, which may seem a little counterintuitive, we did a strategic price increase, but alongside that we also launched memberships. I do believe that that is enticing to people looking in at our practice and saying, hey, cool, they reward consistency. I did do a video about when it's appropriate to offer memberships. Be sure to watch that video if you're interested. And I'm still, working up the kinks and seeing how it goes. There are some new lessons I've been learning, but overall I do feel like any successful entrepreneur or business owner has mentioned like subscriptions and memberships are key to building that sustainable income. And then also pairing this with a price increase just lets people also looking in know that we are in demand. We are not going to entertain people that aren't going to pay us what we're worth. And now we kept it very reasonable. I've talked in other videos about what a reasonable price increase looks like. And I do believe that we made it significant enough so it entices people to do the membership, but also helps me reach a better profitability. Inflation's a real thing. You're going to want to make sure that you are actually profiting enough for your business to stay afloat. If this price is going to scare someone off, then peace out. You're making room for someone new. I don't mean to say it in a mean way or sound ungrateful or anything. We will always accept everybody where they're at and whatever season they're in. But I do believe that if someone's going to head out, then it's just making room for more. I also post regular availability. For the most part, every single week I'm posting our openings, and I'm not posting my whole month's calendar. I'm seeing some estheticians out there who post way too many dates, and like when I go and look at your story or your post and I'm seeing just like a huge list of dates and times, like my brain's just like way too overwhelmed to do that. And I feel like most adults would not take the time to really fish through those dates and times. So I recommend, if you're really wanting to hook someone in immediately, it's just giving them a very short span of time of times and dates that you have available. Doing this also just creates that sense of urgency. And on our actual booking system, I only have our books out 4 to 5 weeks to the public. I feel like I'm a unique unicorn and I have my life planned out a year in advance. But most people do not have their lives planned out more than like a month in advance, and things come up. So in order to kind of prevent there to be a ton of reschedules with new clients, I would say doing it within that shorter period of time is going to help reduce the likelihood of them rescheduling. But the last section is leadership and growth. I will repeat it again. Attending trade shows, continuing education, and I wanted to highlight my training specifically. I actually just emailed the facility that we hosted it at last time to lock in not just one date, 2 dates for 2026. You probably think I was crazy because I do have some things going on right now with my son's care that probably shouldn't incentivize me to book all these things. But in my head, I'm like, you know what? I got this. It's going to be fine. And we're going to make it work. Be sure to get yourself on my email list because you will be the first to know when those applications open, because there will only be very, very limited spots. I still want to keep this as intimate as possible. Just seeing how the last training went, I just enjoyed so much getting to know each woman individually and their needs and being able to observe them at work. I called it the Master Your Solo Practice series. It is something you're not going to want to miss, I promise you. And actually, my attendees get one of these sweatshirts included. It's okay if you end up buying one in the launch. We might be coming out with different colors for this next year, so you might not get the same one again if you come to my training. It might be a little different. I think that's it for this video. I really hope that helped. I know maybe these tips weren't necessarily like as detailed as the last video that I shared, but because I had already said it in that video, I just recommend you go and watch that one. And then this video, I do feel like just was very specific for this past year, and because we were able to maintain our clients and our revenue specifically, I do feel like all of those things contributed to being able to sustain that. Me and Kristen are happy and healthy as well. You know, take care of yourselves. Make sure that you are in this for the long haul. And I want to see all of you thrive and succeed in 2026. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And I appreciate your love and your support. Again, comment below any questions. If you've reached this part in the video, why don't you go ahead and comment some money emojis, because we are trying to attract wealth and prosperity this year. And I'm just so excited for each and every one of you. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. And until then, stay safe. Bye.